So today we are going to learn about factorization and quadratic equation. So we can see factorization and quadratic equation. Okay, so what is factorization? So factorization means breaking an algebraic expression into simpler parts called factors. For example, let's take an example. X squared plus 5x plus 6. Let's take out the factors of these equations. So of these equation, we need two numbers whose sum is 5 and the product is 6. See, we need two numbers to put in here whose sum are 5 and the product is 6, because let's multiply 6 with this term. This is 1 here, obviously. So 6 into 1 is 6. So we need two numbers whose product is 6. And when we add both numbers, because we can see plus here, when we add both numbers, we will get 5. So we can say 2 and 3, because when we multiply 2 into 3, we get 6. And when we add both, we get 5. So let's take two factors, which are 2 and 3. Let's break this equation. So the equation is x squared plus 5x plus 6. So let's break this equation into factors. So we can say x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. Can we say this? Because obviously we see 2x plus 3x is equals to 5x. So now we can combine both two terms each. So we can take common from these two. We get x in common and we get x plus 2 in result. Plus what's common between these two? 3 is common, right? So we get x plus 2 in result. See, we need to make both the brackets same, and we are getting the same brackets here. So our factors would be, one factor would be, we will combine both these, x plus 3, and the second factor would be one of these terms, which is x plus 2. So these two are, this process is known as factorization, and these two are the factors of the equation this, right? Now let's move towards quadratic equation, and let's solve this equation using quadratic formula. Okay, so the equation will be the same. We will just solve the equation using quadratic formula to get the factors out using quadratic formula. So the equation is same, x squared plus 5x plus 6. So first of all, let's see what a quadratic equation is. So a quadratic equation is an equation in which the highest power of the variable is 2. So basically this is the quadratic equation because the highest power of the variable is 2. So the general form of the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is the standard form of the quadratic equation. This is the standard quadratic equation. And what is the formula? The quadratic formula is x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is the formula, and by using this formula, we can solve any quadratic equation. So first we will see if the equation is quadratic or not. But this equation is definitely quadratic because the highest power is 2 here. So let's solve this using quadratic formula. So let's take out the values of a, b, and c. So the a is 1 because we can see it's 1. B is plus 5 and c is 6. Okay, and now put these equations into this formula. X is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square, which is 5 square, minus 4, a is 1 and c is 6, divided by 2 and a is 1. Let's solve these. Okay, so x is equals to minus 5 plus minus under root. We know that 5 square is 25, minus 4 into 6 is 24, and we can say 2a, which is 2. So we get minus 5 plus minus under root 25 minus 24 is 1 divided by 2. So x is equals to minus 5 plus minus 1 divided by 2. This is what we get in result, right? Now we will solve this by dividing it first into the positive sign and then into the negative sign. So let's do that now. Okay, so basically quadratic equation or quadratic formula gives us two equations to solve. One is with the positive sign and the other is with the negative sign. So one equation we get minus 5 plus 1 by 2. And the second we get x is equals to minus 5 minus 1 by 2. So let's solve. X is equals to minus 5 plus 1. It's minus 4 divided by 2. And we get x is equals to minus 2. And then x is equals to minus and minus. We know that we need to add it and the bigger sign, which is this. And we get x is equals to minus 3. And then from here we can say x plus 2 is equals to 0, and from here we can say x plus 3 is equals to 0. So see, we got the same factors which we got from factorization. So it's our choice how to solve the equation, the quadratic equation. We can use the quadratic formula as well as we can use factorization method.